Welcome back, investors, to Ticker Time News. I'm Adam. If there is just one market that is in deep need of disruption, it is the real estate market. It's extremely slow, difficult, and time-consuming to buy and sell a home. This method has remained unchanged for far too long. But there is a little light starting to shine through in different areas of the industry. One company that wants to disrupt this space is Redfin, ticker symbol RDFN. Redfin is looking to change the process of how consumers buy and sell homes, and they are trying to make it as fast and easy as possible while also benefiting the consumer at the same time. Redfin is a young company with multiple growth runways. With Redfin's platform, I believe that Redfin will be able to succeed in a highly fragmented market. Now, this puts investors at the right place at the right time to make a great long-term investment. The real estate market in the United States is enormous. Millions of homes get bought and sold each year, 6.5 million in 2020 alone. Trillions of dollars get spent in the real estate market, and real estate transactions have made up 6 to 8% of total US GDP in recent years. So let's take a look at how Redfin could be able to capitalize in this market. Redfin has slowly yet consistently been increasing its market share over the past 5 years. Currently, Redfin has a 1.14% share of the total market, so there is much more room to grow. Redfin has been able to gain market share by executing well on a few metrics. First, they have been able to increase their real estate services revenue, which makes up 73% of total revenue, at a consistent 20 to 25% rate since 2018. Redfin has also been able to achieve a 54% higher repeat rate than the industry average. Lastly, Redfin has done a great job at driving traffic to its digital assets. Redfin has been able to create a beneficial habitat for agents to reside, which allows Redfin agents to stay with Redfin for longer periods of their career. This allows agents to create long-lasting relationships with their customers, which is also how Redfin has been able to achieve such a high repeat rate. Because in real estate, it's all about person-to-person connections. The recurring revenue that Redfin is able to achieve from loyal customers is partially how it will be able to continue to grow in its market share in the United States. Now, as long as Redfin continues to execute at the same precision as they have been, there's no reason to believe they can't. Investors should anticipate 15 to 20% revenue growth each year. And this is a conservative number, as they have grown 20+% every single year since 2015. This conservative estimate would bring 2025 revenue somewhere between $1.8 billion and $2.2 billion, representing a 2 to 2.4% market share by 2025. Now, this growth does not include Redfin Mortgage, Redfin Now, which is their iBuying product, or Redfin's acquisition of RentPath, but I will touch on these in just a moment. Now, let's look at how Redfin could expand its market share over the next 5 years. There are two primary paths for growth that Redfin has, in addition to the continued success with its other products and services. One, Redfin could see more growth if it is able to expand its mortgage and title service to create an all-in-one platform for Redfin brokerage. And two, if they work on expanding their iBuying platform, Redfin Now. And there's actually a third path for growth, but it's in stealth mode right now. That's Redfin's acquisition of RentPath. This acquisition gives Redfin access to digital assets like rent.com and apartmentguide.com. This gets Redfin into the rental real estate market. Now, Redfin has been working on creating a service that can assist home buyers and sellers with the entire process. One way they have done this is through creating Redfin Mortgage and Title Forward. This segment of Redfin's business enables it to truly be an end-to-end solution for its customers, allowing them to work with Redfin from the beginning all the way to the end. Redfin Mortgage has expanded into 20 different states, including Washington, D.C., over the past 4 years, and expansion is key to its growth. Are you finding value in this video? Then the best thing that you can do is like this video, share this video, and subscribe to join our family of investors. Because we don't have the big marketing budgets of the mainstream finance media or the clout to be propped up by YouTube. So your help is greatly appreciated. Now let's get back into Redfin. Redfin Now, Redfin's iBuying platform, is something that is a wonderful addition to Redfin's business. Redfin's fees are roughly equal to that of Opendoor, and even at times below that of Zillow. For anyone unfamiliar with iBuying, it's when a brokerage like Redfin will buy a customer's home in a cash deal. The seller does not have to put the house on the market, and they don't have to go through the process of selling a home. Rather, Redfin fills out the paperwork, and all the seller has to do is accept the offer from Redfin. The iBuying process is still rather small, but I expect it could grow and easily become 30 to 40% of revenues within 5 to 10 years, as the iBuying offers become more accurate and sellers see that they don't have to go through the selling process, but rather they can simply sell it to Redfin and get cash for it. Sellers will likely use iBuying platforms more often. Another example of where iBuying will become more common is during a recession. Think about it. Redfin can offer cash up front and sellers don't have to wait to find a buyer. This helps Redfin as they will be able to purchase homes at a lower cost, then sit on them until prices rise again and make a much better profit. Now, they would only be able to do this if they had strong financials and they were able to make it through the recession themselves. Now, I have no doubt that Redfin would be able to survive a recession. They have no long-term debt, and they have over $1.2 billion in cash on the balance sheet. They are growing at a fast rate, where revenue grew 40% year over year to $268 million in the most recent quarter. What is even more impressive is that operating expenses only increased 9% year over year. Net loss decreased from $60 million in Q1 2020 to $36 million this quarter. This shows investors that Redfin is finally on its way to profitability. I would expect to see Redfin become net income profitable within the next 1 to 2 years and have a strong record of profitability and cash generation in 4 to 5 years. Redfin does have some extremely tough competition. As I said earlier, the real estate market is extremely fragmented. There are big established real estate businesses like RE/MAX, online brokerages like Zillow, and many smaller brokerages that survive on locality. Redfin will always face competition in any part of their business. However, because the real estate market is clearly not a winner-take-all market, the competition is not as significant. I don't think there will ever be a point in America's future where one real estate broker will control a dominant share of the market, or where there are only a handful of winners. I believe that the market will remain extremely fragmented, and there will be plenty of winners and successful businesses in specific regions, states, and markets. Because of this, I believe that Redfin will be able to succeed even though it faces competition. I think that all of these brokerages will be able to coexist and succeed together. For the real estate market is so large that a handful of companies alone would not be able to meet all the demand. Redfin Mortgage combined with Redfin Brokerage is a complete solution that is fast, efficient, and accurate, which is an extreme benefit to consumers. Its iBuying platform, Redfin Now, has some tremendous potential for the long term. Redfin is truly trying to be part of the change in a stagnant industry, and they are clearly on their way to be one of the biggest, most impactful disruptors of the real estate market. Now, what do you think of Redfin's opportunities? Let me know in the comments. And as always, if you've watched till the end, you, my friend, are totally awesome. Thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.